guys, so we were just sitting around, so I told my brother, let's go work on the Integra. So we came to the storage unit. We've already been here. We actually ran back home. I grabbed some Loctite and I grabbed my phone since everything was going so good. I thought I'd record some of it. So we ended up getting the flywheel off the B20. So I got my Loctite. I'm gonna be applying this to all my flywheel bolts, and we're gonna get this flywheel on this B18a1, and then we're gonna get the clutch mounted to the flywheel, and we're gonna get the trans mated to the B18a1, and that's just gonna put us one step closer to having this almost done, and we'll be able to drop it in the Integra. But we probably won't be able to drop it in today. I think I'm gonna go purchase a cherry picker to make it easier, and we'll go from the top instead of trying to drop the car on the trans in engine. So let's get started, and you guys are about to watch me put this flywheel on this block. Here you go, brother. Dude, this Loctite works so good.
Really?
I used it on all the K20 bolts, and like it just, if you get it on your fingers, it sticks instantly. This cap is like stuck to it right now.
Loctited the cap right on it, so. Not working?
Nope.
I got a 9.
Alright. I just poured. Whoa, that was a lot. You only need a little. Alright guys, crisscross pattern. The torque on this is going to be good and tight. Running low. Alright, gotta switch out my battery. Alright, got a new battery. Alright, let's put the clutch on. I know people are probably gonna hate because I don't have an alignment tool, but I've done it so many times now and it's never seemed to fuck me, so I'm gonna line it up by eye. You kinda just gotta watch the pack. got the clutch on. I didn't have an alignment tool. Ooh, that was a lot. I didn't have an alignment tool for the clutch, so I just kind of aligned it by eye. I'm putting some Loctite on these bolts. We're gonna get them in there, and we're gonna get this transmated to this B18. You want to go in a crisscross pattern, and when you have your alignment tool in there, you don't have to worry about the clutch pack shifting, but since I don't have it, that's something I'm gonna have to look for when I'm tightening down these bolts. I put the end of a 3/8 ratchet in there to try to get it lined up as best as possible. Some people might hate, I've done it before, I know it works. You just gotta be careful with it. I broke that one. Alright, you're down one clutch bolt. You'll be fine. There's enough. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them. You'll be good.
Still got the stud in there too.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get this transmated back to this, well, to this B18a1, because it was mated to the B20 before. We're gonna stop recording here, get it all lined up, and we'll pick the video back up once it's mated. Alright guys, we got the trans lined up. We got 2 bolts up here. I'm gonna start plugging these guys down. Make sure it don't break anything. These were the same. Two are for the starter. This one's go there. Oh, here it goes. I was having a brain fart. I was like, where the fuck does that one go? Alright. Put the starter in next.
Man, it's all coming together.
So I try to leave the starter on when I tried pulling the trans. These bolts go, this one definitely goes all the way through, so you won't be able to remove the trans with the starter in. a B series strands. It's probably the same way in a D series too. So that was my mistake I made. So for anybody out there, there's something I ran into. I believe these are 14s. Go. Where's my 3/8?
Right over.
We can put this intermediate shaft back on. This guy. In like so. I believe these are 14 as well. 3/8 impact. It's fine. Alright. So something we can do is power wash the trans to make that look cleaner. Now that it's bolted together, I'm gonna put the slave back on. Did my brother put it over here somewhere?
Yeah. Should be.
Taking a little bit of brake fluid. We're gonna have to bleed this puppy. I think those are 14s as well. And they are. Alright. We need our exhaust manifold for the turbo, but we found some cracks on that, so I'm getting that welded, hitting it with some high resistant paint to make it look a little prettier, and we'll slap the turbo back on this. My brother ordered a timing belt kit, which came in. We just got to go pick it up, and I'm going to redo the timing, the water pump on it. New spark plugs will be going on. I took the harness home to do a couple repairs, which I'm done with. And we got a new CV axle because this one's blown out.
Yes, sir.
And it'll be going, it's ready to go back in the car. So we're excited for this motor because it's built and it should perform turboed way better than the B20 did. And one of our friends hooked us up with a bass tune already. So we just got to get the laptop hooked up to the Honda data. Once the motor's in and we already got a bass tune ready to go, it'll be safe enough to take to Soto to get tuned on the dyno and see what this thing puts out. Should be fun.
Yes, sir.